This is the Family Playbook, the show about your role in the family at every age. Your hosts are Robbie and Terry, both 15 every week. They figure out what is fair and what is expected as you grow up.
Welcome back to the Family Playbook, the show about your role in the family at every age. I'm Terry.
And I'm Robbie. And today we're talking about money specifically. Should parents actually tell their kids how much they make?
Which, if you've ever asked your parents that question, you probably got a look like you asked for the nuclear launch codes.
Total classified information. But here's the thing. Keeping kids completely in the dark about money might actually backfire.
A survey found that about 89% of parents say they want to raise financially literate kids, but fewer than half actually talk numbers with them.
So we want the result without doing the work. Classic.
And it shows up later. Young adults who never learned money basics at home are way more likely to carry serious credit card debt.
Okay, but I get why parents are weird about it. Money is emotional. It's tied to stress, status, all of it.
True. If dad says we can't afford that, it feels like a failure, not just a fact.
But there's a difference between oversharing and being honest. You don't need to recite your tax return at dinner.
Right. Age appropriate is the key phrase here. A 7-year-old needs different information than a 15-year-old.
For little kids, it's more like money is a tool, it comes from work, and we choose how to use it.
And for us, we can actually handle real numbers. Like knowing the rent is $2,000 a month makes we're not going on vacation this year makes sense.
Context is everything. Without it, kids just feel like the answer is always no for mysterious reasons.
And that breeds anxiety. Studies show kids who sense financial stress but are never told anything actually worry more, not less.
So the silence meant to protect them is doing the opposite. Irony is brutal.
Now, some families do talk openly about money and it works beautifully. Kids grow up knowing roughly what things cost.
Those kids tend to be better at budgeting early. They've been practicing the mental math their whole lives.
Like if you know groceries cost about $200 a week, you stop asking for the $20 fancy cereal.
Okay, I would still ask for the cereal, but I'd understand the no.
Growth. Robbie's growing before our very eyes.
The flip side, though, some experts warn against making kids feel responsible for adult financial problems.
Big distinction. There's we're saving up for something, and then there's we might lose the house, kiddo, sweet dreams.
One is informative, one is a trauma event. Do not do the second one.
Financial therapists actually have a name for kids who absorb too much family money stress. They call it financial anxiety disorder, and it can follow people into adulthood.
So you want kids informed, not burdened. The goal is awareness, not worry.
Think of it like explaining where food comes from. You can say farms without forcing a 5-year-old to harvest wheat.
Perfect analogy. You're on fire today.
I know, so practically speaking, what does honest look like without being overwhelming?
Experts suggest including kids in low-stakes money decisions like, we have $30 for fun this weekend, what should we do?
That turns budgeting into a game instead of a lecture, and kids actually retain it better.
Also talking about your own money mistakes, normalized. Parents who say, I once spent all my savings on something dumb are heroes.
Real heroes. Because it says money is something you learn, not something you just magically know.
And it makes teens way more likely to come to parents when they mess up financially themselves instead of hiding it.
Which, let's be honest, is the thing every parent actually wants. The open door.
Bottom line, honesty about money, done right, builds trust and skill at the same time.
It's one of those rare parenting wins where being real with your kid is also just the smarter strategy.
So next time you're curious about family finances, ask. You might get a real answer or at least start a real conversation.
And parents, your kid can probably handle more than you think. They're already doing math in their heads every time you say no.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. Until next time, talk to your family, even about the awkward stuff. See you next week on the Family Playbook.